Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Joanne and this is the Indigo Jo channel where I like to channel messages from your angels and your guides. So in today's video we're actually going to be channeling the answer to the question, how can I improve my life? I realized after looking back at some of my previous videos that I'm actually pretty bad at explaining things. I didn't really explain how it works in terms of like picking a pile. So basically, I'm gonna use the crystal deck that I have as like the cover of each pile. So in the thumbnail for the video, you'll see 3 of those cards, each with a different crystal on it. And you'll pick from those 3 cards. That pile is gonna have the answer to the question. Well, in this video, it's gonna be how you can improve your life, or how can I improve my life, basically. So anyway, now that I've finally explained how these videos work after posting a couple of them, we can get started on this video. So we're gonna go ahead and launch into pile 1, which is the Sunstone crystal card. So first, pile 1, I'm gonna channel a message for you, which kind of entails me closing my eyes and basically describing to you as best as I can the messages that I'm picking up in regards to the question. So I'll get started with the channel. So I'm getting that pile 1, you've gone through a change or some sort of transformation recently, and what I'm getting from my guides is that you know you've changed and you know you've gone through some kind of transformation, and you're not afraid to try now, and that's going to be really important for you. So I'm also getting that you feel a lot better. Maybe your mood has improved. And whatever you're doing, like any new habits that you've picked up recently, whether it's like eating healthier or going outside more, maybe jogging or exercising is what I'm getting. If you've started doing that more recently and you've felt like that has helped you with like boost your mood or increase your happiness, I'm getting that you should keep doing that. And small steps. So don't overload yourself at one time, because that's how you have burnout, basically. So in order to keep this up, keep this going, and gradually improve your mood and improve your life, you're gonna have to take baby steps with it. So that's another big message I'm getting, is not to overwhelm yourself and overload yourself with too much at one time, because we know how much you want to get the ball rolling. Sorry, that's what I just translated. It's like, we know how much you just want to get it going, but you need to maybe like take a breath, because it's building and it's building and it's building, but you don't want to just suddenly crash while you're trying to improve yourself by like taking on too many things at once. So maybe you have like a list of 10 things that you want to do, and you're like, okay, I'm ready, like I feel better now, I'm gonna knock these out one by one. I think it's even better to make a more realistic list, so maybe narrow that list down from 10 to 3, and then narrow that list down. So like, okay, you have 3 things you want to do, now make a list of how you're gonna accomplish those 3 things. Like make a step-by-step list. Okay, bullet point 1, what are the 3 steps I'm gonna take to make this happen? Bullet point 2, what are the 3 steps I'm going to take? And make sure those steps are even small enough that they can be realistic to do in, say, like a 1 month or 2 month period. Okay, so yeah, and that's what I'm starting off with as the channeled message. So I'm sorry if that came off a little too strong or too much. I just felt that message really strongly, and sometimes I can't hold it back, so that's what wanted to come through. So now we're gonna do the tarot. I'm just gonna get, okay, I might take those. Yeah, so I'm just going to get 3 cards. So I'm going to see what I can find. How can pile 1 improve their life? And yeah. Okay, sorry. Sometimes I talk to myself in the process and it just happens. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so it looks like pile 1. How can you improve your life? So it kind of looks like you're kind of sitting on these 2 options that could bring you a lot of financial comfort, if you will. And I'm getting you should pick one. Like maybe you think you can take 2 on and juggle them right now, but I think you really need to pick one, because there's one that'll actually be more beneficial to you, and you can't really focus on it if your mind is on something else as well. So my advice, and the advice that I'm getting through this channeling, is not to multitask in this situation and to just prioritize instead and pick the one that you feel strongest about, because that one's going to be more beneficial to you in the long run. And then, not saying that the other one can't be done in the future, but I'd say definitely hone in and focus on the one that you actually feel more passionate about and you just feel the strongest about. And that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from, you have the 2 of Pentacles, because he's actually kind of juggling the 2 Pentacles, if you can see that. I'm sorry if you can't. I don't have a viewfinder yet, but so yeah, as you can see, there's 1 pentacle that's actually a little bit higher up in the air, and that's the one that he should probably be focusing on more, because I'm kind of getting that that's the one that's going to be more prosperous for him. But he's actually looking at the other one. So he can't wholeheartedly focus on one when he has 2 in his hands. You know what I mean? But moving on, let's see. Okay, so, another way, so I'm getting that you have a lot of ideas. So we have the 8 of Swords here. And if you know about the 8 of Swords, the traditional meaning behind it, it's usually about being stuck in like your own like mental prison. Because it's someone who is surrounded by all these swords and kind of is led to believe she's trapped. But the swords aren't what's keeping her in there. She's kind of keeping herself in there, and she's keeping herself blindfolded because the swords are just kind of like scattered around. They're not even really trapping her. So it's kind of the idea of, if you keep overthinking about things and worrying and over worrying, you're gonna stay stuck. Like, you're always gonna stay stuck until you decide to move forward, like regardless of whatever challenges are in your way. Until you make that decision, you're always gonna stay there, because you have the power to untie yourself and you have the power to take the blindfold off. And there's no one around you that can really do that mentally for you. Unfortunately, you know, if you're struggling with anxiety, there's no one that can just be like, like take it away and just put it somewhere else. Like, you can do that, but only really you can do that. And of course, we have all of these tools and we have ways that we can help ourselves. We can go to therapy, and all of that is very beneficial for problems with anxiety, especially. But a lot of it is your own mental strength. And I feel like if you can find ways to build up that strength and unpack any emotional baggage that you might have, because a word that was coming up was, or words, 2 words, that's more than one. 2 words that were coming up when I was looking at the card is emotional baggage. So if you can find ways to unpack any kind of inner emotional baggage that you might have stored up and get rid of that, then that's going to help you a lot mentally, because I think whatever trauma, or I don't know if it was like even, sometimes I struggle with using these words. I want to make sure it's like politically correct, of course, always, but any like heartbreak or manipulation that you might have gone through in life, even if at the time you feel like, okay, I got over that, that's in my past, it can actually stay in your body as like a blocked energy. So what I'm feeling from like the 8 of Swords, what I'm getting a lot of is like you have some blockages, and based on the cards I can see it's like in your lower chakras. So that's going to be the solar plexus down to the root. So that's the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, and the root chakra. So those 3, and those are kind of like our activity centers, is what I like to say, because those are the chakras that motivate us to actually do things. Your root chakra is all about stability and security. Do you feel safe in your home? Do you feel financially secure? Sacral chakra is all about creativity. Like, are you able to come up with new ideas and act on them? Your solar plexus is just basically pure power, confidence, and action. Like, can you just show up somewhere and be the star of the show? Like, do you have enough confidence to do that? And I'm not saying everyone has to have the confidence to do that, but if you're trying to build something in your life, that kind of confidence is important to have just in your toolbox. So what can be holding you back from that confidence and from that feeling of safety and security and that abundance of creativity is this emotional baggage that could be stored in those 3 energy centers. So anything you can do to unleash that, like I said, therapy is a great way to do that. Talking to someone about it, if you're close to your family members, maybe talking to someone in your family about it, or at the very least just writing it out, like journaling about it every day, sitting down one night and doing it. Honestly, I don't know if you looked into shadow work. That's a really great practice that's going to help you a lot. I actually do shadow work once a month. I like to do it during a full moon, or ladies, if you're here, during your moon time, if you know what I mean. That's a great time to work on shadow work. But it's basically just like going deep within, seeing if you can like remember something in your past that really, really affected you, and see if you're still holding on, like feel that tension and feel that emotion in your body. And if you're still holding on to it, just let it come up so that it can come out of you. So yeah, shadow work will help you tremendously with that. But there are definitely other ways to stay more positive. I know Marissa Peer is a great like psychotherapist. I love her so much. She has a program called Uncompromised Life. So basically in that program, through different ways of hypnosis, she'll help you basically change your mentality in certain situations. So you're going to go from feeling like the world is against you and like, why does this keep happening to me over and over again? Just that negative mentality. Like, she will, through hypnosis and different practices in that program, she actually can guide you to where your mind doesn't automatically go to those negative thoughts if something bad happens. and you're able to kind of transform your thinking to where you can see the positive in every situation, and from there you're not in this like negative spiral of thinking. So I think that'll help you a lot as well. I know a lot about that just because I've gone through it myself. I actually worked with Marissa Peer for a lot of things, and I like manifested meeting her in some strange way. I mean, that's a long story, but basically she helped me a lot, and I know there are a lot of other hypnotherapists out there that have different programs, so if you can find one that works for you, I definitely highly recommend that. And okay, so third card, we have 10 of Swords. So yeah, with Swords again, I'm getting that that idea of that strong mental capacity. So I'm thinking you guys might be air signs, or you might have an air sign in your chart. I myself am an Aquarius, so I understand what that's like to overthink your life, like completely overthink your life away. Like, I thought about starting a YouTube channel like 2 years ago, and here I am in 2020, like finally doing that. But basically, so there's not even blood in this card. It's a robe. He's wearing a red robe, and I thought it was blood. So this just brings me to the fact that you guys may be thinking right now that something is a lot worse than it actually is. It's just like almost laughable right now, because I don't even think these swords are really that deeply in his body. I think they're just grazing him. Okay, so the message I'm getting from this is like, this guy just, he fell over, he fell over. He was like, I'm done, I'm dead, just let me die, please. God, let me die. That's what I'm getting. So it's like a man here laying down, like, I have 10 swords in me, he's got 10 swords in him, but I don't think they're really that deeply in him. Like, it almost reminds me of like acupuncture. So that's another thing that I think can really improve your life is acupuncture, now that that came up. So definitely look into that. But it's just like the idea that, okay, the whole world is against me, just let me lay down here and not do anything, because every time I try and do something, someone sticks another sword in me, so I might as well just fucking lay here and let them do it. That is the energy that I'm picking up. But at the same time, he's not bleeding. He's not actually dead, and I don't think the swords are really that deeply into him, so he can just take them out and probably be okay. Like, he'll definitely need to go to the doctor, but he will probably live. And I think that's kind of what he needs to do, and I think maybe apply it to your situation. That's something that you can do to help you as well. And maybe you do need to rest, and that's another thing that's going to help you, is like clearing that energy out. Clear it out, girl. Sorry, I don't know why I said girl. Maybe there's a lot of women watching this, but girl or guy, woman, man, whoever, anyone who's watching this right now, you need to clear your energy out. So I also say do a cord cutting meditation, because there very well could be people sending you negative energy. But in that case, you need to do the proper protection techniques and make sure that no one's energy is actually getting through your aura. So another thing you can do is say return to sender. Every time you feel like there's some kind of like negativity aimed at you, even if it's not on purpose, even if someone's just slightly jealous of like something you posted on your Instagram, basically just say return to sender, return to sender, return to sender. You can just do it 3 times, but that's going to return that negative energy back to the person who sent it, and it's not going to do anything bad like karma wise, but it's just saying I don't accept that, so it's giving it back to the sender. So yeah, I think that's definitely going to help you a lot. But like I said, definitely rest, because I know what it's like to have like negative energy aimed at you. It's not fun. It makes you feel like it's coming from you. Like you don't even realize sometimes when it's coming from other people. But if you can actively protect your aura and protect your energy and clear that energy out using sage or Palo Santo, cord cutting, selenite, crystals really help with that. If you can actively just clear your energy in your space and keep it a peaceful space, get the proper rest, go to sleep, drink enough water. If you can take care of yourself and clear your energy out, then that'll allow you to get back up again and start over. But sometimes we really do need those moments where we just clear everything out. At the end of the day, just remember, things are not as bad as you feel that they are in the moment, and you can always get back up and start over. So, I did already pick some oracle cards for you, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you those. Okay, so I have 2 Archangel Oracle cards that I got for you, and they were Gentleness, that's the first one, Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. So that's him playing his musical instrument. I don't know much about string instruments, so don't hate me, but I don't know if it's like a ukulele or like it's just like a cute little string instrument that he's playing. And basically, like I said, now could be a time for you to rest, clear your energy, get your energy back up, be very gentle with yourself, surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments, and honor that emotion within you. Because we talked a lot about like emotional baggage, and that could be what's hindering you right now, is you do have this emotion that's wanting to come up, and it's maybe coming up in like negative ways and negative thinking. But if you can find positive ways to just release it, doing shadow work, journaling, clearing your energy, any kind of meditation, I would recommend chakra clearing and chakra balancing meditations. You can find those on YouTube as well. But anything that I said today that maybe called to you, go with that, because that could probably help you a lot. And just kind of treat yourself like you would a baby. Wrap yourself in a blanket and honor those emotions inside of you, because they are valid. And your second Archangel card is Prosperity, Archangel Ariel. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Okay, so yeah, so a lot of golds and a lot of green here. So this like yellowy color, gold color, it brings me back to that like solar plexus, which I feel like maybe that needs a lot of work for you guys. So definitely working on that if you can, through meditation, visualization. You can even visualize the sun coming from your solar plexus area, which is actually like right below, it's like the energy center below your heart. So it's above, it's like in between where your belly button is and your heart is. So that area there. And I feel like that is a good area to feel into. Like if you ever just want to check in with yourself, do a body scan, feel your energy, like feel what areas are tense in you or whatnot. A lot of the times, because I've had solar plexus issues myself, I'll notice that I'll slouch. So I'll just like hunch over. And it's because I'm kind of trying to protect that center, that solar plexus center, like intuitively I'm trying to hide it so that no one like shoots me with their bad energy. I'm just trying to like shield it. But if you're hunching over a lot, or if like your posture is a problem, that could be an indication that you have like a hurt or harmed or unbalanced solar plexus chakra. So that could be something that you need to work on. But yeah, I think once you get that rest and once you're gentle with yourself and you can pick yourself back up, then you can do the steps to follow your intuition and actually manifest your dreams into reality. Okay, and then for your Moonology card, from the Moonology Oracle deck by Yasmin Boland, I think, we got New Moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. So that's perfect. This is a lovely card. So I'm just seeing right now, what I noticed first off is this card is very dark. The little Capricorn is like the only like light in such a dark area. And even that light is a little gray. So yeah, I feel like you feel overworked, you feel kind of overwhelmed. Just remember, everything you've been working for is definitely going to pay itself off. Karma is always at hand. The Wheel of Fortune is always spinning, meaning that what you give, you will get back. So if you were generous, kind, loving, if you were hardworking, you're always going to get what you deserve. And in a negative sense, that works the same way. So just make sure that you're giving off the most positive vibes as possible. And as long as you do that, honey, you're going to be fine. Like, your hard work is paying off as usual. So, okay, lastly, I usually like to read from the book about the crystal cards that you guys picked in the beginning. So you guys got Sunstone, and the number for Sunstone is 55. So, wow, I just had a weird deja vu. Oh, sorry, I'm so weird. It just comes at the most random moments. But anyway, 55. So 5 is the number, if you know anything about numerology, it's typically a number meaning change. So I can see that like a positive change is coming, and Sunstone as a crystal is like the stone of like good fortune and good luck. So I think you have so many things on your side. The angels are telling you prosperity is coming, your hard work is paying off. So just remember that and keep that positive mindset, and it will definitely come. It will come for you. And let me actually read. Sorry, I didn't mean to shake the camera. Okay, so reading from the book, number 55. Okay, cool. Any of us can become so used to being restricted that when we have the potential to move beyond limitations, we stare in disbelief at the open door of the cage that has held us in captivity for far too long. Have you succumbed to the illusion of scarcity consciousness, inaccurately seeing yourself as stuck in old patterns, telling yourself that the situation is the same as it's always been, when in truth, it has begun to shift? Sunstone's spirit message is that the door really is open, and opportunities await you as you claim your freedom. You have the power to break through barriers. The parameters of your life are not what you thought they were. So much more is available to you than you imagined. So believe in your freedom, spread your wings, and fly. You can do it, for Sunstone's spirit is here to strengthen your resolve. Sorry, I just heard us. Okay, I don't know if you can hear that, but you can do it, for Sunstone's spirit is here to strengthen your resolve to leave that cage far behind you as you drink in the pleasure of being free and ready to live in a new way. You can choose from an array of opportunities the conscious universe has made available to you, so let go and be liberated. The conscious universe will help you avoid pitfalls and wrong turns that will wind you back around to the same old, same old. So simply enjoy this shift. Now is your time to experience the thrill of exhilarating freedom. So that is so perfect because we talked about things not being as bad as they seemed. And I think any negative thoughts about your situation, your current circumstances might not actually be coming from you. Like it could just be projections from other people. Like I'm feeling maybe whatever you're working on or whatever ideas you've been having, you could have been telling people about these ideas, and that's a lot of the times that can create some negativity, just because sometimes people tend to get a little minor jealousy when they see someone living their dream or doing something amazing or doing something different, and it's usually a subconscious thought or emotion, but even subconsciously or like unconsciously, people can kind of shoot that energy towards you. So what I like to do is just like kind of keep things to myself until they're finished, and then I could be like, oh, by the way, I did that, check it out. But when you're in the midst of a new project or you have a new idea, it's always kind of better to keep that close to your chest and treat it like a little baby, and then when it's full grown, you can be like, here's my kid, you know? Yeah, so that was just a piece of advice that I felt I needed to share. But you have a lot going for you, so always remember that things are definitely happening for you in the most positive way. So that was your message, pile 1. Thank you so much for being here. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you like me, I hope you do, and comment any suggestions, any concerns, yeah, and say hi, I guess. But thanks for being here with me. Bye. Hi pile 2, welcome to your reading. This is for the people that picked the pile with the lapis lazuli crystal, this blue crystal. I'm definitely going to get into what this crystal means more, but later on we're going to get into the message and everything. But right off the top, I will say that this crystal has helped me a lot with my throat chakra and being more authentic. So that could be something that you are struggling with, or maybe something that could actually help you improve your life a lot. So let's get into your channeled message. So if you don't know, I'm going to start, which you probably don't know, I'm really bad at explaining things, but I'm going to start with a channeled message. So I'm going to close my eyes and give to you any messages that are coming up, answering the question of how can you improve your life. Okay. And I do that by channeling my spirit guides and angels. If you're wondering, I know I'm really bad at explaining things. Anyway, here's your channeled message, pile 2. So, I got the word rain, and it went from rain to rainbow. So I went from seeing a very dark scene of like heavy rainfall, storming, to seeing a rainbow, and with the rainbow, I got like pot at the end of the rainbow. Pot of gold, sorry. Or pot. I don't know if you smoke. Maybe you smoke, but hey, whatever. I'm in California, it's legal here. Anyway. Pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Let's see what I'm getting. So, okay, with that message, I feel like you have a choice in every situation to either look at the rain or to see the rainbow, and the guides are telling you that you need to see the rainbow more, is what I'm getting. And not to run away. So just because I brought up pot before, I feel like you might have a tendency to be a little escapist, which as humans, it's just a thing we all do. And we just do that because sometimes we feel a little heavy and negative, and we want to not feel negative or hurt. So we instead turn to things that will distract us. So that doesn't necessarily have to be anything taboo like drugs or alcohol. It could be, very well could be, but it could even also just be like getting addicted to a Netflix TV show, or getting addicted to baking cookies and eating junk food, or, you know, anything that's going to make us feel better in the moment but actually not be healthy for us long term. So the angels and the guides, they really want you to look at your health. Make sure you're not keeping yourself stagnant by using any of these unhealthy tactics or habits to help you to like escape from reality, which I'm by no means judging you, because I do, like, everyone does this, but it's actually pretty harmful in the long run, because it can distract you from your dreams and your goals if you're constantly binging, say, Friends or something something on Netflix. Like, maybe one of you is a really avid like Friends fan, but sometimes these things can be good to get us out of a negative mindset, for sure, but I would just be weary of getting hooked on doing stuff like that or making a habit out of it, because we want to make sure we're making healthy habits and breaking negative habits in order to actually move forward into the direction of like what we really want out of life and what we want to do. So another thing I'm getting is it would be really helpful for you guys to make a list, a priority list, which I might have mentioned also in the previous pile, but I'm thinking for you guys, top 3 things you want to do maybe in the next 6 months. Let's give it 6 months. Top 3 things you want to do in the next 6 months. And then from there, top 3 things you can do for each list. Top 3 steps you can do right now. And then, you know, once you knock those out, you can add more steps to each bullet point. But basically, you want to make sure you're staying organized, because organization is going to help you a lot to get things accomplished. And if you do each of those steps for those top 3 things that you want to accomplish, in like 3 months, maybe check back in and see where you are. Have you done those 3 things? Like, hold yourself accountable for the things that you want to accomplish. And then if you actually stay consistent and stay on track, in 6 months, you could change so much in your life right now. And I think a big way to start is kicking any bad habits, sorry, I don't know if I said that right. I think I said bag habits. So do you guys eat potato chips? I'm seeing potato chips right now. Junk food might be a big problem for this pile, or somebody out there could be one specific person that really likes Lay's. But if you want to accomplish your goals, like those 3 things that you really want to change in your life, you got to start by kicking the things that are stopping you from taking those first steps. So I'll call that step 0, is you got to kick the bad habits, and then you can go on to step 1. But yeah, that was what I got just by channeling for you guys. Now we're gonna move into the tarot. So I'm gonna get like 3. Let me do this the better way. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a little bit awkward, and I like to make noises and voices, but I'll try not to be weird. I'm sorry. Okay, we got card 1. So let's get 2 more cards. How can pile 2 improve their life? How can pile... I'm not going to take all of this. We'll take that one. How can pile 2 improve their life? Ooh. Sorry. So okay, you guys. hell? I don't take reversals normally. I'm not a reversal reader. I just don't like the negativity of it. I know a lot of people swear by that, and if it works for you, perfect. I personally don't like to take reversals unless it falls out that way, because I'm like avid, I'm almost OCD about keeping all of my cards upright. But if the card falls out in reverse, I will take it as a reversal, which in your case, I got an 8 of Wands, but in reverse. So, So if you know the traditional meaning, 8 of Wands usually means communication coming in. And it's usually like clear communication, a lot of opportunities coming in, passionate communication. So in reverse, I can see that maybe I'm feeling like it's not grounded. Like things feel too up in the air. Like instead of the communication coming to the ground and becoming grounded, it's like going the opposite direction. It's just flying all up in the air. Sorry, I just got super southern there. I was raised in the South. Anyway, it just seems like things are becoming less grounded in your life. Maybe you had one idea and it led to another and it led to another and it led to another bigger one, and then it led to 4 smaller ones. And the more ideas piled up, the higher this pile of ideas became, and now it's a skyscraper and it's just like so far from the ground that it's not possible to have it be grounded right now. So in that case, I think you need to turn this card back around and you need to get your idea grounded. And the best way to do that is to actually pick the one that you feel is the strongest idea, is the most practical, the most full of power and passion. And let's say there's 3 ideas that are the strongest out of the big pile. One of them actually is more practical, one of them you're more passionate about, and one of them could be more like lucrative or produce more profit or whatever. I'd say, girl, you knock down that profit one, because whatever you're passionate about is going to produce a profit. Like point blank period, that's going to happen. So I'd say you can try to start with the other 2. The one that maybe you feel more strongly about, like it could be, or the one that's more practical, that you know you can do consistently, that's going to be a good idea to start and see and make sure you can keep that up consistently. And then the one you feel more passionate about, maybe just baby steps, like what's something you can do to get that ball rolling. So you can probably multitask with it. I would put one in the forefront, maybe the one that's the more practical, but you can decide. Obviously, it's your life, your decision. I would say the one that you feel you can stay more consistent with, I might do that one first and make that like the main priority. And then the one that you feel more passionate about, maybe do that once a week or something. Like the other one you do twice or 3 times a week, and then the other one, the passionate one, you just do like once a week. Or I don't know, you can tweak this however way you need to, but I'm just trying to get like a practical plan started for you. And just, so I'd say try and ground your ideas down, ground your communication. So maybe you might have been telling people about all these ideas and stuff, but I would say only tell someone if you got one that you're really doing. Like you got one, you already have the plan, you're already in motion, you already started it. So if you really, and that's only if you really have to tell someone, because I personally would say not to tell people about your plans until it's actually finished, because sometimes people's opinions or their like subconscious opinions that you can feel will kind of get in the way of you actually fulfilling your plans. So that's just another side note piece of advice. So next card we got is King of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles here. He's a daddy. You might want to call him that. But as far as improving your life, I'd say use that powerful side of you. I feel like you have a powerful masculine energy, and not to say you're a masculine person by any means. I would hope I'm not a masculine person, but I know that I do have a strong masculine energy that balances out my also strong feminine energy. And I like to keep them balanced. Like, I don't prefer one or the other, so to speak. I like to keep them as balanced as possible. So I'd say your masculine energy inside of you, everyone has both, just so you know. It's not like I'm saying you're masculine. You know, I'm not trying to like offend anyone, but I'm saying like you have a really powerful side to you that may or may not have been explored already, but always remember that you have that and try to bring that to the surface, and that's going to help you balance a lot, and that's actually going to help you stay consistent. It's going to help you stay grounded, practical. So all of those traits of organization, of taking action, making a plan, staying organized, clearing out clutter. I don't know why. I feel like that might be an issue too. Like if you feel like you have a cluttered workspace, and sometimes that can inhibit your progress, I'd say cleaning that up a little bit. So all of that, just use your masculine energy, your powerful masculine energy, and just get it done, you know? It's like that one meme that I used to love where it was like, just like put your hair in a bun, throw on some rap music, and handle it. I think that's what it was. That's like one of my favorite memes. But just remember, you're so capable of that. Like you're powerful. You have that power inside of you, and you have that ability to be a leader. And that ability is going to help you rack in that prosperity, like start that project, start that business, finish it. Like, so don't feel like you need anyone's help to do any of that. You have the ability inside you. You just need to act on it. And then you're going to be this King of Pentacles, which is basically like the king of the coin and the king of the financial prosperity and stability. And he's also red. So red to me is your root chakra. So once you get a hold on that, you're really going to heal that root chakra. You could even start with trying to balance the root chakra. I think that would help you a lot too, because that is the chakra of stability and security. And I think that's probably what you're wanting to improve in your life. And then for your last tarot, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So another pentacle card. You actually got two pentacle cards. So I'm sorry, I always have to clear my throat. I don't know if it's, I feel like you do have some throat chakra work to do as well, because especially seeing that we got the Eight of Wands in reverse. Sorry, not to go off in a tangent, but I feel like you have some things that you might need to express that you haven't been able to express as deeply and as authentically that you've needed to get off your chest. So I don't know if you need to maybe talk to someone about something, tell them the truth, or if you've just been feeling kind of like heavy and there's something you need to let out. I mean, therapy's always a good option. Talking to a friend about it, always a good option. There are actually some pretty good breathwork classes. I don't know, like depending on where you live, if there's like a meditation studio around, maybe look into doing breathwork, because a lot of pent up energy can actually get out through your throat during breathwork. And sometimes in my breathwork classes, the teacher will like have a space in the segment where we can actually scream. Like he or she will just be like, okay, now just let out a scream, and then you can just let it all out and get it out. And I think that's kind of what you need to do. Like maybe you've been feeling frustrated and you don't know how, like what is a good healthy way to let that frustration out. But I'd say like through your throat, definitely, like words, expression, breath, screaming. If you can do that in a positive way, if you can hide in a closet and just scream in a pillow, like whatever you need to do, that energy definitely needs to come out, because I feel it right now and I'm wanting to get it out. But I think that's going to help you definitely improve your life. And then, okay, last card. So Ace of Pentacles. I see, like, I know this is supposed to be like, how can I improve my life? But I feel like you have something coming towards you. Like you do have an opportunity, and it's going to bring you a lot of financial stability. It's going to bring you exactly what you're wanting. You're going to be this King of Pentacles energy with your big, big pentacle right here. So I think that's already coming towards you, and it's just a matter of staying consistent. Like once you have this, just keep it going. Like you have so much going for you, so much ahead for you. I'm like really happy. Like I'm impressed. I'm like, what are you doing? Because that's gonna bring in some money. But yeah, just stay on that path is what I'm seeing. Is just like that's gonna lead you to a lot of, first of all, comfort, stability. It's gonna allow you to even give to other people. And that's, I guess, another piece of not information, but advice is once you get all of this, like make sure to stay generous and give back, because law of karma, obviously, and all of the universal laws. But the more you give, the more you get back. That's just general rule of it all. So keep that in mind. But those are your tarot cards. So now we'll get into your oracle cards that I had picked for you guys. So let's see what we have here. First one, claircognizance. I love talking about the clairs. But Archangel Uriel, pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So once again, another blue card here. I know this is more like, this is like darker blue, so hinting at the third eye. Maybe doing some third eye practices, meditation on your third eye is going to help. But basically, you might have this gift of claircognizance. I personally do and have worked with it a lot, and I will say it is such a blessing in my life, and it's definitely not something you want to take for granted. You can just, there's so much like positivity that comes with this. Like you can literally ask any question and like get the answer. So work with that, trust your instincts because they're spot on. Pay attention to your thoughts and your ideas, write them down. Maybe when you wake up in the morning, keep a dream journal, write down all your dreams. Just have that on hand, refer back to it, and trust yourself. That's the most important thing. Like anytime anyone ever asks me about how do you read tarot, how do you channel, how do you work with your intuition, the biggest thing is trusting it and knowing that it's real and knowing that it's right. Because if you don't have that trust, you're never going to believe any of it. You're never going to believe in yourself. You have to trust your gut feelings. and your thoughts and your ideas, and trust that it's right, and have that confidence to be able to defend that. But you do have that gift. And crazy, I saw a rainbow earlier when I was channeling, and there's a rainbow over a mountain right here. So yeah, you have the light. And okay, because in the picture, Archangel Uriel has the torch of light in his hand, and that to me is always like meaning wisdom and knowledge. And you have that, and you have that inner knowing of what's gonna help you, what's gonna hurt you, what's a good idea, what's not a good idea. So trust that, and even write it down, like rank your ideas. Sometimes that can be helpful for me to just be like, write a full list of, okay, these are the things I can do. Go through each one and just rank them. Like, okay, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Because you have that inner knowing to know what's right for you and what's not. So make sure to put that inner knowing above everybody else's opinions, because you and only you know what's best for you. Okay, and you also got All Is Well. Archangel Jeremiel. Okay, I'm sorry, Archangel. Jeremiel. I am very sorry. I don't know this name. But everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. So there we go. Archangel Jeremiel. Yeah, so this is also purple, leading me to think about the crown chakra. So yeah, I think you have a really strong intuitive connection, and you're guided by your angels or your guides. So just always referring to that connection you have with them and that inner knowing. And even if you like see a sign, like a billboard or something, and you're like, does that relate back to what I was thinking earlier? If you feel it does, like, trust that, believe in that, and remember that everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to, and all is well. So, Moonology. Let's see. You have fixed moon, hold your vision. So, and this is also like a darker, like indigo kind of color. So, it's a little lighter at the top. So I'm thinking 2 major chakras that might need work for you. Throat, third eye, and then third one would probably be root. 4th one, solar plexus. So yeah, so top 4 for you. But this kind of brings me back to the claircognizant card. So you know what you want to do, you know what feels right. Keep that vision in your mind. Maybe even visualization is going to help you. Hold it in your mind for 17 seconds. Do law of attraction work. Holding your vision throughout what anyone, the world is telling you. You know in your heart what's right for you, and you need to hold your vision. Okay, so lastly, we're going to read the message in the guidebook about your crystal, lapis lazuli. Now that I remember another thing I remember about lapis lazuli. So it can also be good for the third eye because it's got like a darker blue tone to it, and it has specks of gold in it, which can symbolize crown chakra, because crown is like gold and purple, which I know is confusing because solar plexus is yellow, so you might think gold is like solar plexus. Sometimes it's like a gray area for me, but in this case I kind of feel like it could be like good for the crown too. So the number for this card is also 30, so I don't know if 30 has been a significant number for you. Let's see. Okay. What you seek is here. If you push aside the distractions and fears created by your ego and become silent, tune in, and phone home to the conscious universe, the source of all love, strength, and wisdom. The law of non-locality ensures that you can gain whatever you need that is hidden from you when your mind is in a non-ordinary state of thinking and perceiving. You can achieve this through the practice of meditation and prayer. Reconnect with the conscious universe now. That's the message of this crystal. You are overdue for renewal of your spiritual alignment. Lapis lazuli spirit also brings a reminder that your mind is a microcosm of universal consciousness. You always have access to the conscious universe through the channel of your authentic self. Enlightenment comes when you go within and open to the light that is all around you and within you. Epiphany is abound once you quiet your chattering mind and tune into the higher mind, where ideas beyond your current grasp flow easily, ready for you to access them. Okay, wow. So yeah, I feel like you do have a lot of these inner knowing abilities. Like we talked about, you could have claircognizance, but I'm thinking you could also have clairvoyance. So that's something you could even develop later on once you get more in tune with your third eye, or clear out any blocks you might have to your third eye. Yeah, it says once you quiet your chattering mind and tune into the higher mind, where ideas beyond your current grasp flow easily, ready for you to access them. So I feel like you do have a lot of things there, a lot of information there ready for you, and it's like begging for you to just like, pick me, pick me. So I think as soon as you work on the meditation, that might be something you're even already doing, but it's begging you for you to return to that. So keep up with your daily meditation practices, but also maybe get in contact with your spirit guides and see if you have those messages that you're getting and maybe not paying attention to. So yeah, so that is your message, pile 2. I also recommend, if you could find lapis lazuli, I think that'll actually be really beneficial for you to work with, because it does work on multiple chakras. It's one of the most powerful crystals I know of that's actually really accessible. So I recommend that for you guys. But thank you, pile 2, for being here. If you like the video, please like the video. If you like me, you could subscribe. If you don't, I'm sorry. I'm just a little awkward and weird. I'm not trying to offend anyone if I do. And yeah, if you want to comment, you could do that. And thanks, you guys. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Thank you for joining me today. So today I'm going to be channeling a message for you, answering the question of how can I improve my life? So how can you improve your life, basically? So this pile is the pile that chose the amber crystal card. And at the end of this reading, I'm actually going to read from the Crystal Spirits Guidebook about the personal message of amber for you today. But right off the bat, I feel like amber is a good grounding stone, is what I'm getting. Yeah, I just can't, because it's got like that darker color, like the brownish reddish, which to me is always like root chakra, heavily root chakra. And I think the feeling that I'm getting for it, even just like looking at the card, is just like earthy, grounded. I just think of like earth signs. You could be an earth sign, like Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, like someone who knows what they want, takes action on it, stays consistent, is heavily rooted in like that mentality of being practical, being consistent. That's what I'm seeing in the card right now. So maybe that's the theme of how you can improve your life. Those can be ways that you can improve your life. But sorry. So now that I've done that, I'm gonna actually get into your channel reading. So I'm gonna close my eyes and channel messages that I'm getting in. Here we go. Okay, so I'm getting feet. Right off the bat, I got feet. I'm sorry. But what I get is you can take your shoes off and go into the earth. They call this earthing. So if you live near a body of water, an ocean, something, even if not, go to a park or somewhere that's kind of secluded. Take your shoes off, put your feet in the ground, and get grounded in that way. So I like to do this at the beach in the sand because it's a little easier to explain if you just take your shoes off at the beach. But basically what that's going to do is that's going to allow you to get in tune with the energy of the earth again, because you might have done a lot of wandering is what I'm getting. I'm picking up on the word wandering. So maybe you were on a certain path and then you took a lot of like forks in the road, and then you kind of went off and you did something else, and then you had just kind of like went different directions, and now you're like, okay, now like I'm lost. But so okay, I'm getting you have a lot of help at your hands. You do. You have so many guides that want to help you. They love you. They want to get you back to where you want to be. They're going to pick you up. They want to wipe your tears, wrap you in a blanket, get you all nice and snuggled and cozy. But first you need to get back in tune with them, and you need to get in tune with the energy of the earth as well, because if you've maybe lived in a city for too long or somewhere too far away from nature, that actually can wreak havoc on your mind, just your peace. You know, if you're constantly hearing sirens and loud noises, and I know this because I live in the city, and I'm sure you've heard some sirens or something in this video, but I think you just need to ground down and get in touch with like peace of mind. You need some peace. And a breath. I feel like you just need like a deep breath. I felt that. You need the freedom. You need to feel free again. The freedom of a child. Like, I don't know, riding a bike barefoot. I'm just getting these images, like, I don't know, riding a horse or being on the back of a motorcycle. I think you need to let your hair down in some way that's going to make you feel unattached, because right now you feel attached to something, and that's not healthy for you. So if there's something in your life that you can cut out, like something that's weighing you down, like, and unnecessarily weighing you down, like it's not even something you need to be there to weigh you down, I would highly recommend just like detaching, even if it's just for a weekend, like going somewhere in nature, just feeling the air, meditating, going on like a retreat, or even make a small little retreat in your bedroom, light some candles, put on meditation music, take deep breaths, feel into your body, do a body scan. On the exhale, let out all of your feelings, like any heaviness, tension in your body. I think your body is desperately calling for that, and your mind is calling for some peace of mind. If you live somewhere that has any meditation classes, I recommend taking that. Get in touch with the idea of peace and calm. Like, go get a massage. Even if you just like listen to meditation music, you could put that on in your car and just like zone out when you're in traffic. I mean, don't do this dangerously, but you know what I mean. Just surround yourself with things that bring you peace. That's what I'm getting in the channeled message. So now I'm going to pull 3 cards for you, 3 tarot cards, so we can get into what exactly is going to improve your life. So I will say, I don't normally read reversals. A card came out, like flew out in reverse in pile 2. And it just happened again, so I read the reversal in pile 2, and I'm going to do that again. So let's see, we got the Ace of Cups in reverse. Normally the Ace of Cups, but it was in reverse. So starting off with the Ace of Cups in reverse. So I first got stream of consciousness. And I don't know if this is going to be said in a way that's understood easily, but so your stream of consciousness needs to be flowing down instead of flowing up. I don't know what exactly that means, but what I'm getting from it is that you need to be grounding down your ideas and making them more practical. Integrate them is what I'm getting. Integrate them into the practical 3D realm. So integrate them into something that you can do in your daily life, something practical. Because as of right now, oh, wow. Okay, so I feel like maybe you're communicating with your guides. This could be just for a few of you, I don't know. Maybe you are meditating and getting in touch with your crown chakra, using your crown chakra to get in touch with the divine, and you have that connection. So you might be a little too much in your crown chakra or above. You might even be into the higher chakras. I don't know. You could be a very spiritual person already and have, communicated or reached a connection to the divine. But it's time now to channel that down, like ground that down, and instead of just being of spirit and connected telepathically to the divine or telepathically to your dreams, maybe even you daydream a lot, or you live in kind of a dream world, you manifest a lot, you visualize a lot, that's great. But in addition to that, it's time to flip it and bring that back down. So now, not only are you connecting up, you maybe build another stream of consciousness where you're connecting down and grounding that into reality and taking action on those things. It was weird for me to say this because obviously this is not me saying it, this is what I'm channeling, so I don't 100% understand it myself, but that is what I'm getting, is that you can't just be connecting up, you need to be connecting down also. So maybe build that for yourself, a way that you can balance it out. So not only are you going to be in your crown chakra and using your third eye, you're also going to be clearing out, balancing your root chakra as well. So pay attention to the higher and the lower chakras and where they meet in the middle, which is your heart chakra. And that makes sense too, because the Ace of Cups for me is all about emotion, and it's all about heart expanding, an outpouring of love. And so if we're taking this card to mean traditionally what the Ace of Cups means, now I kind of understand what the message is saying. It's saying you need to communicate spiritually, but also act practically. And where that meets in the middle is that heart-centered emotion. So what are you trying to bring to your life that activates that heart-centered emotion? In what area of your life is your cup overflowing with emotion? I think that focusing on that emotion and that heart triggering energy, that's the key. Because whatever that one thing or that second thing is, those two things are going to be really important in your life, and you need to balance your visualization of it with the practicality and the taking action and the grounding. So yeah, I'm sorry, that was a lot. Okay. Your second card that you got is the Death card. So death always to me is like transformation. So I feel like you are going through a rebirth period. That is the first thing that I got in my mind, and I totally get it, because even from my explanation of the last card, it's just a lot of heavy stuff you're going through, and it's not easily explained. Like, I was like, what are words? For like that whole 3 minutes I was trying to describe that. It's just like mind-boggling and kind of baffling, whatever it is you are going through right now. And because of that, I understand like the heaviness of it all. It almost feels like I'm becoming someone completely new, and like, if that's the case, if that's how you feel, there's so many new changes happening. Like, treat yourself with that gentleness. Like, treat yourself like a little baby. Like, wrap yourself in your own love, and remember to be gentle with yourself and kind to yourself, and don't be so like down. Like, don't be harsh on yourself. Like, I know I do this all the time, where it's always just like, oh, I could have done that better. Like, why did I do that? Why did I make that mistake? Like, you know, sometimes it's so easy to be like, well, why am I not learning? And then you get hard on yourself. You get really frustrated on yourself. And you're going through such a deep transformation. Like, it's not your fault. Like, just remember, all of this is happening for a reason, and all of it is happening for your growth, and you're going to be such a brand new light by the end of this. Like, you can even see the sun peeking out in the back of this card. Like, that's going to be you by the end of it. You're going to be the sun, like this bright shining star. And all of these things, any negative things that are coming up, all it's doing is helping to build your character and helping you to become the sun and the star. And in the end, everything's going to be perfect. So just remember not to be so hard on yourself in the moment, because things are going to be amazing in the end. And it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So while you're going through all of this dark stuff, just remember the positives and try and stay the light that you are. And then so your last card you got is the Knight of Cups. With this card specifically, I feel like good spirits are with you, guiding you while you're going through tough times. And it could feel like a waterfall of emotions might be coming out. Like, maybe on some days you're just heavily in your feelings. But that's actually a good thing. Like, not a lot of people are so in tune with their emotions, and because of that, they repress them, and that forms stress in their body, which eventually forms stress-related illnesses. And I could get technical with this and like go on, but my point is, it's such a beautiful thing and a blessing to be in touch with your emotions. And I think your spirits want you to know that this is a good thing, and once you let it out, you're going to feel like a brand new person, and you're going to feel so much lighter and freer, and just like you're walking on a cloud, or maybe you're even riding on this beautiful white horse. Like, that's going to be you, and you're going to get to the point where you can actually learn to control them. Like, once the bad, heavy energy is out, you're going to learn to use your emotions in a positive way and be able to share your emotions with others in a beautiful, positive way. And that's going to create beautiful partnerships and relationships, and not just romantically, but also friendships and family relationships. And you can mend any broken relationships. And it's all so beautiful. So honor that space in yourself that's super emotional, or even just a little bit emotional. Like, honor that space in yourself, and don't get frustrated at yourself for that, because that's actually helping heal yourself and your family members. Like, everyone around you is healed by you honoring your emotions. And don't be afraid to give your emotions to other people, and not the negative ones, of course. I just mean, like, if you feel a certain way, and you feel like you're able to maturely express emotion to someone, and you feel like it would help that person, and it would help you, and it would help your relationship with each other, don't be afraid to reach out and express that emotion to someone in a healthy way. And points if it's a positive emotion too, because you expressing your love to other people is one of the most beautiful things that you could do. So those are your tarot messages, pile 3. And let's see. So I have 2 Archangel cards for you. You got Spread Your Wings, Archangel Ariel. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect. You are ready to soar. Oh, okay. And she's like really flying here. She's like this beautiful half woman, half bird. And she's got a little songbird behind her, and she's just like taking off. Wow, so that's a beautiful message. Basically, you have a lot going for you already. I didn't see any negativity in like any of your cards. I just think you already have this beautiful connection to spirit, and now you're growing even deeper into that connection and even deeper into your feelings, and it's just becoming more beautiful and more expansive, and you're like on the edge, like you're almost done with this transformation. And I think this is kind of marking the end of it. It's like you have become this beautiful angel, like angelic creature. You hatched from the cocoon a while ago, and your wings are almost dry, so you're able now to just fly and lead by example and help other people to do the same, and that's just such a beautiful thing. So I think your angels just want me to say congratulations to you for going through all of this to help the world and to help the whole universe expand and grow. That almost makes me kind of emotional, so wow. Your second Archangel card is Comfort, Archangel Azrael. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Okay, so the Archangels are definitely with you right now. It can feel a little rough sometimes. Like we said, you're going through a major transformation, but your Archangels want you to know that you're guided through it all, and they're helping you, and they love you so much. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so Moonology card, you got New Moon. A new start is coming. Oh my god. So like I said, you guys are at the end of your transformation. You probably are already finished, and like all of the good stuff is coming. Like all of the beautiful prosperity, love, joy, security, financial security, beautiful relationships with your family members, maybe even starting a family. So this new start is literally coming, new moon. Also, just as a special note, every new moon that comes up, like, make a little offering to, I don't know, your angels or guides, to source. Write a little journal entry about what you're trying to accomplish that month. And I think you're in such a good energy now that you're coming out of this transformational period. Just remember to stay in touch with the energy of the earth and to heal yourself whenever you need to be healed. And obviously, life's a journey, not a destination. And like I said, like, things need to be kept up with. You need to always remember to meditate and balance your chakras and all of that, which I'm sure you know. But you're in such a beautiful space right now, so I just say, like, embrace that and enjoy it. And then, so out of the crystal spirits, we're going to actually read about Amber and what that message is. So Amber is actually card 3. So 3 might be a special number for you right now. I don't know if you've been seeing a lot of 3s or 333. So basically, let's see, Amber. So the essential meaning is healing family patterns, releasing karma, preserving the wisdom gained by the lessons of the past. Wow, so I feel like that was what your whole rebirth was doing. You were healing these ancestral patterns, releasing the karma, and you're like regaining all of that wisdom from your past lives that maybe you forgot about, but you definitely are remembering who you really are at your core, who your soul is, and that is just so beautiful. But okay, now reading the message of the card. The families we come into as infants and the ones we grow up in offer us experiences that yield gifts. Lessons about love, about resilience and forgiveness, and about our own power to leave behind old ways and embrace the new. Our current families do this too. By exploring our relationships with family members, we can discover our own strength and wisdom. Amber's spirit is here with a message to reconnect with the wounded story you still recount, the one that is a legacy of your family. Can you heal this story and instead tell one from the perspective of love? How beautiful it is to alchemically change the experience of family. This way you may receive and give love within a family as defined by the heart and the magic of the conscious universe, who sends people your way to make sure you have the caring and affection you need and deserve. Friends can be new family. Reflect today on the love you have created for yourself and how precious you are, a gem like no other. Reflect on the family surrounding you. The guides and manifestations of the conscious universe are here to support you and send you love, and then some more love. Look to those who choose to offer you this gift, for they are your human and animal family. Draw strength from knowing that love shows up always to bring you what was missing in your own family in the past. This balm is available for you to heal a family wound that was hurt for too long. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I just feel like a lot of inner child wounds and family wounds, ancestral wounds, a lot of that has been coming up for you lately, and this is just kind of reminding you that you're healing all of this right now, and it may feel heavy, or it may have felt heavy, but you're just coming out of it, and you're starting your own family, maybe even of friends and of pets, like, and of other humans. But all of the love that you are getting right now, just hold on to that and be so appreciative of that love, and give back to these people and give back to these creatures, of course, and you're just going to be creating more love around you. Just stay in that vibration and remember that. Okay, so thank you so much, Pile 3, for being here today. Please like the video if you liked it. Comment if you have any concerns or suggestions, and subscribe if you like these videos. So thanks. Bye.